What's going on, guys? It's me, Shukishu. We are back with another Musume video. And in this video, it is day 1 of the League of Heroes. It started probably about an hour 20 ago, from when I'm recording now. And as you guys can probably see from my team, someone's a little different here. And it's because I wasn't able to train a decent Simboli Rudolph. So I do have her in the middle of training, so I will be training her during the League of Heroes, just to see if I can bring her in. And depending on how good she is, she might honestly replace the Suzuka I have here, because she's I think just a UE 5, whereas Taiki Shoto's only a UE 6, and then the Ishi Amazon I have is a placeholder or a permanent spot, but she is the mile distance Amazon that I did train. I don't know if it was for the League of Heroes or the whenever it was recently, before, earlier in this scenario. So that's gonna be my team. That's gonna be my team. Unfortunately, this League of Heroes might be my worst one, just based off of my team. But as long as I make it a plot, I think I'll just be okay with that. And that's pretty much it. So before we do jump into the League of Heroes, if you guys haven't joined the Discord server, link is down in the description below. There's a channel request channel there, which coincides with what I'm about to say. Is if you guys haven't joined a circle, or you guys are looking for a circle to join, feel free to join the circle that I'm in. It is called Shushu. Once you give that a search, hit request to join. It'll let me know that you sent a request. And then after that, either head over to the comment section or go to the circle request channel in the Discord server and let me know that you sent the request along with your in-game name, just so I can make sure that I add you to the circle and not someone else. And that is pretty much it. So as I get this League of Heroes started, I will also get the comments ready. I was just looking at the team. So pretty much just as usual for the League of Heroes, for day 1, we are just gonna go all the way to silver 1 without using any of our tickets, simply because I want to use all the tickets for the last day as I normally do. Oh, I normally do the short version. Whoops. I guess I'll just skip ahead. But anyways, the first comment is going to be from Nova. And it says, I'm starting to be able to predict what Uma you want to pull or not. It may or may not be obvious, but you never know. You never know. But honestly, going into Durandal, I didn't know if I wanted to pull her. And then I got to see her skills, got to see her animation, and I started to like her more. So unless it's a character I already knew I wanted to pull for, with the Durandal being a new one, it had to wait until it had to wait until the banner. But that was just funny seeing Ruby just get her skill activated while Shoto was trying to catch up, or I think they were kind of close, like tied. And then she just passes her. Oh, this looks a little different, right? All right. Unless it's something I didn't notice earlier, then that's a whole different story. Next comment says, I'll be honest here. I skipped everything about the main story. 3 rocks and I'm out. Honestly, if I were to go to the main story, I most likely would skip through, since I can't read. And then Sequal responded saying, only thing I ever watched about main story was the special week, special skill animation in the race for her commander unlock. Nova responded saying, I don't even have commander week unlocked. And then Seahwall responded back saying, oh, neither did I, but I was bored with no TP, so I just spent my time skipping the main story up to the race. Fair enough. Fair enough. Also, assuming you are a newer player, or you are a newer player, right? Are you? I'm actually not sure. But if you are, I don't remember. You probably don't have as much the TP recovery items. Continue on with Nova's comments. Like Calstone Light, I like the designs, but it's missing something that makes me want to pull. Plus, I'm not that worried about short distance since we are going into medium-long scenario. The only reason why I will, well, obviously I went for Calstone Light because she is a short distance as well, besides me liking her. The only reason why I do want to pull forward like these short distance characters is simply because I don't want to worry about short distance in the future. Yes, there can be more released in the future, but am I gonna pull for them or not? Rather get the characters I would rather use now than. But like I said, I think I said this during the short CM, where I said something like, I'm not even using true short distance characters. It was short CM or short League of Heroes, one of those. But it's true though. It's true though. I didn't. Besides Calstone Light, the others weren't. If I didn't pull or get Calstone Light, I wouldn't have used a short distance, like a true short distance character for it. I think Shushu has the luck when it comes to any pull below 20 tickets, though the random dupe luck is stronger than mine. I'm pulling on the banner not for the random dupe. So I trade in the random dupe luck just to make sure that I get the character I want instead. So I'd rather have the fact that I can just get the character I'm pulling for you have than me getting random Umas. Because even though I'm getting the random Umas, I'm not getting the random Umas that I'm missing. And that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. McQueen gave me the sense of an Ojo-sama, so that's why. My status on Discord just simply states I'm a peasant. And yes, I'm like a sucker for that archetype, and I low-key want McQueen. Step on me. If I ask Donna to, I think she'll crush me. I believe it. I believe it. School days made Shushu cuss. Indeed. Just to show you guys how much I don't like it. I guess that's the end of that. We all have our anime that we deem sheet. Because that's how it reads out. Sheet. Yeah, School Days was definitely, if it's not the lowest, it definitely is the lowest. But yeah, I don't think I've ever watched a full anime and truly despised it. Did not like it, hated it. Even knowing that the guy had it for him in the end, it was not worth it. For me, it was not worth. It didn't satisfy whatever hatred I have towards that series. Or yeah, series, I guess. Anime, whatever. As for reverse, I think I'm missing 4 6 stars, but I don't really care for them since you can get them via swoop. I did get the $30 selector, and I chose Bethesda because I heard burn comps will become meta in later patches. I choose Geshin too, but he's a dude, and I'm like, meh. Fair enough. Did I get any? I don't remember. I don't remember if I had gotten another 6 star while pulling for. I think I did. I don't know if it was a dupe though. Oh, it was a dupe. I think I got Milani? What was her name? See, that's how much Melania, right? Something like that. That's how much I don't know. That game is just it's just auto for me, I guess. That's what I'm trying to say. I believe it was Melania though. I still use her. Yeah, I'm still working on my Lucy. She's not even Insight 3. She ain't even Insight 3. I think no, I haven't even really been, which I should, but I haven't. As in like the other games. Because there are some games like I've kind of slowed down on like Wuthering Waves, Star Rail, those games. Because there are events I just haven't done it. That's my fault. I probably should. I should check up on them first. I'll check up on them later when I do dailies, but yeah, Snowbreak should be starting a new event in a day or two. I probably should try to catch up on some of them, but I would have to do it on my free time because I need to do some things, especially tomorrow, as in when this video is coming up. But anyways, I have never sold any or my account in any game. I find selling accounts kind of weird since it's your hard work and money that you put into it. I feel the same way. I feel the same way, but it is something to reconsider or consider if the game is still going strong and you don't necessarily feel like you'll play anymore. That's probably the only time, but normally I do just stick to the games I play. Like if I'm playing the game past a couple months, I'm most likely staying for until I feel like I don't want to play it anymore, I guess. Or until EOS most of the time. So, yeah. It is kind of weird. I find it weird also because I've never done it myself and I never really needed to per se because I just kept playing the game. So that's pretty much why I said I assumed you wouldn't sell your account also, along with, you know, knowing that you spent money on it, time on it, because I know how it feels having all these other gacha games, but you still have like this connection to them where you don't necessarily want to sell it, even though you probably may or may not spend as much time compared to some other gacha games. So I do get it. I do get it. Of course, there are re-rollers that do sell accounts, and that's probably better than just selling an account. I agree. Account you invested in for over 3 years. Even if my Uma account suck, I still keep it because of the time I spent hoarding these rocks. I don't think your account sucks. Because one, with you only doing very minimal things, the cards you have, you are already doing pretty well in my eyes. Imagine if you had added the parent trading and actually going for it, then your account would be better than what it is right now, obviously. But not, your account does not suck. Not with the cards you have. If we were comparing accounts, my account sucks compared to yours. Let's just put it that way. Let's just put it that way. Only get the Vivlos card if you enjoy her company. Otherwise, she won't bring you good luck. This is coming from the Vivlos connoisseur. Nah. I'm not taking that. I'm only gonna take the Vivlos card if it's still good at 0 LB. That's pretty much it. That is pretty much it. I don't care about anything else. Although maybe I could just wait for a future speed card. Could just wait for that. And just maybe worry about this. Maybe the next general speed card. With the amount of times they do release speed cards, it's could be possible. Like, let's see. The speed. It's been, what card is this? Oh, this is the party dash card. I don't know if I want to count that. I know I'm not gonna count it. So we've had 3 speed cards since, okay, one of them was a event card though. We have had 2 speed cards since Vivlos. Doramente, who is pretty much general but best for chasers, obviously, because all the skills will work for her chasers. Before Vivlos was, I'm gonna just say 4 because, oh, I must say, what's this card? No, that's 2. Maybe just 2. Because 2 of them, one is the Vivlos speed event card and the Gentle Donna anniversary card. So there was 2 speed cards. I'm assuming the Yamanen Zephyr was a banner character for a banner support card for the ballroom event. So 2 speed cards before Vivlos came out. And then since Vivlos has come out, we have gotten 2 speed cards as well. 2 banner speed cards, I'm assuming. Because Verxina and Teo came from either an event or the other games. Gentle Donna came from the Annie, and Vivlos came from the event Vivlos before the actual good Vivlos speed card. So yeah, I think maybe in another speed card or 2 we'll get another good general one, maybe, because Doramente will hit a year pretty soon. So yeah, I think I should just wait. I think I should just wait. The last 4 comments. Where are we? Bronze what? I don't know. I guess we're not in bronze. Or I guess we're not in silver yet, obviously. Hey, I'm using Mama Creek Sam card too. While you and Tanoki were beefing about who's doing better, it got me thinking. I could perform worse than both of you and yet still have all the meta support cards up to date. That doesn't, or perform worse. Although, I don't know how you would perform worse than me, because even though I did say I've been trying to get a parents, I haven't necessarily gotten any parents. So I'm still pretty much the same as you, with no good parents besides the friend parent. So I wouldn't think you would perform worse than me. In League of Heroes, at least. Because in the CM, you were where I was, basically. The League of Heroes, I don't think I do worse than you, since we need all 3 Umas to be really good. Or good. Whereas my best one is a placeholder. Or that's her spot. I don't know. Well, my best Uma rank-wise was built like a month or 2 ago. Which isn't bad, because it was for this scenario anyway. So I don't know. We'll see. I still do believe, whether or not I still believe Tanoki will do better than me, whether or not he gets the stamina card, because also to consider he has more jewels than I have to pull for the scenario card. Yes, I do have. We most likely will get the free pulls. Will I get it in the free pulls? We don't know. I just need technically 1 copy, but it's still possible to not get that 1 copy, right, Nova? So if I don't get that 1 copy, and let's say the scenario card, like the power card that we got For this one, this is a stamina card. If I don't get either or, I'll have to roll a Super Creek, which is not the worst thing. Which is not the worst thing. Could be worse. Um, but then I would have to still rent the either friend or group card for that scenario, which will take away my flexibility and options for other cards and just solely rely on my card, which we all know, right, is worse than Nova's cards. So I don't know. I don't know. I feel like Tanoki would still do better than me just for the fact that even even as we speak right now, his training runs are better than mine. He did say he doesn't have a stamina card, but I think even with a event or like a decent event card, event support card, or a decent SR one would be fine. Because I have used mainly before a max limit broken SR card or a event card. Like it wasn't until last year I really started using my Super Creek because she was only MLB 1 or MLB 2, and I didn't want to use her at MLB 1 or MLB 2. And then I started using her at that last year. And then the only stamina card I've been using ever since, because I didn't pull for any stamina cards. Although, I don't know. It all depends on if Tanoki would pull using his jewels to get the card, because if he does, then he most likely would get the scenario card. I most have a lesser chance to get the scenario card if I don't get her or get it. I don't know who is it going to be. So I guess get her, whoever it is, during the free pulls. And then on top of that, we don't know what the other card's going to be. I'm just assuming stamina because long distance, medium distance. So yeah, I think the biggest thing here between me and Tanoki is he has more jewels, so he has more of an opportunity to get the cards. Although he doesn't have a stamina card, and if the stamina card or the scenario card is a stamina card, then he would have 2 cards to pretty much go for. We'll see. We'll see what the next scenario goes. I just based off. I'm going based off his training results as since he started, but we're gonna go off right now. It's been better than mine, obviously, but I'm still not gonna think just because he doesn't have a stamina card, he's not gonna do better than me. Because there are decent enough SR support cards. There's probably a decent enough event card that he could use, and I think that would be just fine. I think that would be just fine. You'll probably be missing out, obviously, on some stuff because you're not using an actual good SSR card. But mine is pretty outdated, kind of like Kita is, to be honest. So we'll see what happens in the next scenario. Because I'm more confident in Sanoki's abilities to do better than me, but he feels more comfortable with me doing better the next scenario. So we'll see. We'll see. But continue on with the comments since I did go on a little tangent. This will make people mad, and I kind of feel like trolling people. My inner troll is coming out. Honestly, if you do worse than me, I would honestly think you're just trolling because it's like, how are you doing worse than me when we're parents are probably no better because I haven't gotten my own like really good parent. So I'm just using a friend parent. Support card, you're doing way better than me, obviously. And obviously your training ranks, training results have been better. So if you do somehow do worse than me, It might low key get to me because I'm just like, bro, what are you doing? Although I do get it. You do only do one training, so it's kind of understandable at the same time, but it's kind of like it's funny because the guy who has been the luckiest in this game for almost a year is the one who probably or most likely plays the game the least. Probably. Oh no, or probably takes the game the least serious. Probably. Based on just this comment itself. But anyways, the only thing I'm confident in Uma is my rocks. I can tell. My hoarding skills and abstinence from most of the newly released Umas have been on par with Buddha himself. And we made it a silver 1. Perfect. Which means I just have to finish off the comments, which isn't too bad. So we'll just leave this here, and I'll continue on with the comments. I guess my luck is good, I guess? Either way, I just gotta keep going with whatever support cards I'm gonna spur for next. League of Heroes and CM are both meh, in my opinion. Well, that just goes with you not liking PvP in general. So that's just more of a you thing. CM I'm cool with. League of Heroes is just whatever. And we already know the reasons why. Well, yes, your luck is good. It's not, I guess. Your luck is good. On par with you have the handcuff of having your support cards. Your jewels are there. So either way, you're getting getting what you want. So yeah. And then random word of the day, Truck-kun. I won't never know. And then lastly from Nova. Well, 6 hours later, I caught up with the main story in reverse. I have to say that I'm pretty impressed from the drama to the historical references. I really think they spent a lot of time and effort in making this game what it is today. I still think GFL's Girl Frontlines lore is better, but this goes beyond my initial anticipation since chapter 1-3 were kind of slow and dull. 1-3. This is giving me the Wuwa story vibes, where the first few chapters were a complete bore. Well, to be fair, the first few chapters, although some games do start off with a bang, most of the time, it's just a lot of, getting to know what's going on. Whether what's going on in the current situation, some context from the past, whatever it is, so be it. So that doesn't necessarily bother me because it's a normal thing. Playing many different story games and all that, it doesn't really matter to me. How it starts off. If it starts off slow, then so be it. If it starts off with a bang, cool. I guess I'm just not as picky, I guess. But other than that, that is pretty much it from Nova. I wish I could enjoy Reverse as much as you do, but sadly I don't. Unfortunately, I don't. But thank you for the comments. Next comment is from Rick. Rick. Right now, I don't see my top 10 changing unless I get to know more lore or Umas if there is a manga or anime of how Katsuragi Ace won the Japan Cup against the Emperor Simboli Rudolphs. Condor Pasa also could get in my top 10. I need to get to know her lore more. I really like her personality and the victory poses and the way she says things during training. When I watched the first season of Uma Musume, I don't think I even had a top 10. I didn't know a lot of Umas, but I really liked and still like that with Scarlet because her relation with Vodka, but mostly because she's cute and reasons. Fair enough. We all have our own reasons for liking the Umas we like, or just in general, the waifus we like. Well, besides Nova being painfully obvious that he prefers them to be on the thicker side, or bigger side, however you want to say it. Next comment is, but thank you, Rick, for the comment. Next comment is from Eugen. Same. I haven't watched the main part 2 or the main story. I like Durando, but she have a kind of a feel for me of Saber and Fate and the voice, maybe. Your unique is basically Excalibur. And I do like Saber. If we're talking about like from the Fate Stay Night, you know? Or just Saber in general. I don't know. I don't know about the voice. I'm not sure. So it's quite tempting for me. It was one low-key reason. I didn't state it, but it was a low-key reason. And then Eugen mentioned it, so I guess we were on the same wavelength there. Maybe on the last day I'll do a 3-ticket and 10 pull for the love and sacrifice of Shushu. Thank you. Thank you. Well, if I do choose besides escape strategy, I'm also inclined to chaser strategy. Tanoki is doubting because I think his standard is different and more like on advanced whale players that go for upper ranks. If it is, then so be it. It kind of seems like it, now that you put it that way. Because I, for one, I'm more of a casual outlook. Or maybe above casual. Like, just a little bit over casual. Nova is, like, below casual. Sorry, I had to take a pause there. He'll probably admit it. He'll probably admit it. Yeah, based on how Tanoki goes over things or all of that, it does seem like it's more on the I take this game a little bit more seriously than you do type of deal. It seems like it. Because as from a casual, more of a casual perspective, I just based off training results, and he's been doing better than I have, which is why I have complete confidence that he'll do better than me in the new scenario. While from what I remember, I think on Friday's video, from his art, the main thing there I see is it's just a stamina card issue. Basically, whenever a stamina card is needed, is where and with it being medium distance, there's a high likelihood that we will be using a stamina card, and that was basically the main thing I saw out of there. But there are SR cards and event cards that you can use that will still give you the 1200. I've done it. So I don't see how you're not going to do it. Sure, the skills are going to be not as good as using, let's say, like Super Creek, but it's still something that can still get you to that 1200,000 mark if need be. So I don't know. I don't know. Maybe he is on that advanced whale player standard type of deal. Maybe. I'm a little bit lower than that. Well, my suggestion is just simple and doable and no cap, mainly for free-to-play players or trainers with consideration of their possible support cards. So yeah, I won't argue much of Tanoki's mindset when it comes to build, because I feel it's different with mine. I can say I'm equal or more, because I put more effort than Shushu. I can't really change my support card. This is the best I got. This is the best I got. Everything else is kind of just mid. Unless I'm using a chaser character, which that's not Duramente, because then I won't be able to use the Duramente speed card. So yeah. The only big change I have is when it comes to chasers because of the Measure Ramano card. Other than that, oh, and if I use Duramente because of the speed card. Well, before I comment on Shushu's performance, I try to copy your build to see what possible result I can do and compare. I mean, you've done it and you've gotten better results than I have, so as expected, I would say. Me liking to see him because I'm not following the route of flexing prowess, or I think that's what you're trying to say. Prowess cards, trainers with better support cards, and going for higher chances like best meta Umas. I like the way I'm going for the underdog for a strategy of not removing Twin Turbo's lineup. So you can say I enjoy racking my brain for strategy using Umas I like as much as possible. For me, I've been pretty much just going with who I want to use. That's pretty much it. Yes, I can probably make some meta decisions, but if I don't have the character, then what else can I use? Just based off the... I mean, I think it was a given that my characters aren't on par since I just, well, they could be depending on who I choose. But most of the time I just choose who I want to use, just like you, Eugen, so fair enough. I just missed Rice show, so I will train her for today and we'll try deck variation because my run turns out to be a UE6 and not satisfied with the skills. Nova responded saying, I've discovered that I have the ability to make everyone pull if I just mention something like that in the comments. Like what? Oh no. Someone just move on. Eugen says, I think I'll change my mind. Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. And then Nova had said, responded again saying, now my power is inverse. Thank you, Eugen, for the comment and Nova replying. And lastly, we do have Tanoki's comments, last two comments. When that rainbow popped up during the 3 tickets, I was so excited. Like, that I was going to get the character. Like, Durandal, or just in general. I was holding on because with my track record, a lot... Well, that was just a single pull, so... With my track record, when it comes to double pulls, I normally don't get it. So I had to wait and see if it was going to be a dupe or not. And it turned out to be a dupe, sadly. And then maybe putting it as races 2200 meters and above didn't deliver the message. How about you will make better Umas than me for virtually all races that will likely be used to create all events during the next scenario? I doubt it. I doubt it. I don't think I'll do... If I'm going to do better, I don't think I'm going to do that much better. Because if I go back to your comment, literally all I get out of it is just the stamina. That's it. Because literally, the only long distance was the May League of Heroes where you had outperformed me. And then we're going to go to the June CM where your team was pretty much rank-wise was on par with mine. And then you said which required a stamina card. So I'm kind of wondering here if you did... I didn't know your setup. So I'm kind of wondering if you do have a event stamina card to use or a SR stamina card to use. Because I'm giving you the fact that you're getting the scenario card based off your jewels if you were gonna use it. And if you had gotten the blue tickets, you could have gotten Super Creek off the blue tickets, right? Or any stamina card here that could be usable. Oh, okay, Super Creek's not here, but like there's the Dia Mag. They're not going to be the best, but it's still better than probably using an SR or event card. So I still haven't used my tickets because I don't know who to pick it for. So I don't know. I don't know. I still think based off how you've been training and compared to mine, your cards and all of that, I think that will hold you enough to either be I guess give me a little bit more credit based on what you say, but you either will be on par with what I do or slightly better at worst if you get a random stamina card to use. Because there are stamina card or SR cards you can use, like what cards? We'll just go here. I'll swap this to stamina, although I don't know if you have them. That's the only issue because you are it's been a year, but I don't know if you've gotten these SRs. This one I've used, the Biwa Wise card, stamina card. I don't know if I used this one, but I think this was decent. I don't even know. Uh, I didn't really use much of the event cards besides probably this Biwa one. Either a Biwa one or I did rental a lot. I did rent a lot of stamina cards when I had to use it. But from what I remember, I did use this Mayano Top Gun one, Manhattan Cafe. These are pretty much the two I mainly use when it came down to the SR one. So we'll see. We'll see. But finishing off the comment, very dependent on what will be the next support card that comes along with the next scenario card. If it works out and I get one, then happy days. But if not, I could be in for 4 very painful months. I wouldn't say very painful. Because you do have to consider that I still need to get the scenario card. Because if I don't get the scenario card, it brings down an option for me to use a good card in the rental spot. Other than that, it's just going to be... my training might just look similar to what it has in the past. It might be. But other than that, thank you for the comment, Tanoki. I don't know why you're doubting yourself so much. Even with the SR, with possible SR cards, event cards you can use. I mean, I think the Daya, I think it's okay to use. I think. I just don't know her skills. During the open your middle leg, if you're being blocked from the front, your lane movement, it's alright. Using your stamina will recover. Although a lot of her skills are between her medium distance, so that's probably one thing, but at least the gold skill itself seems like it's no condition. So there are options out there for you to look out for. I just don't know if you're considering those options, because I've used SR cards and all that, so I know they're decent enough to make me reach my stamina goal with obviously stamina inheritance. So that this is just coming from experience. This is why I'm not doubting you whether or not you're using an SR or event card. That's just my argument. But other than that, thank you for all the comments, Tanoki, Nova, Eugen, and Rick. Oh, and also Seahwal for also responding to one of the comments, or Nova's comments, if I'm remembering correctly. But other than that, guys, that is going to be pretty much it for this video. We did make it a silver one. We did lose a good amount of races. From what I saw, I did see a good amount of second and third places. But if you guys did make it this far in this video, I do want to say thank you. If you guys can, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment down below, and let me know what you guys thought of the team. My incomplete team in a way. Just let me know what you guys thought of my team. Because I'm not impressed by it, because I would have been okay with UE8s, but UE6 and UE5 for my Suzuka and Taiki shuttle. With Hishi Amazon being a UE9, but being built like a month or two ago, I think. She'll be fine, because it was for this scenario, but yeah, just let me know what you guys thought of the attempts. Although it's only bronze, so it's not really that important. Let me know how your guys' runs are down in the comments. Also, what teams you guys went with, because I don't remember what teams you guys are running with. And if there's anything else y'all want to talk about or ask me, leave it down in the comment section. As long as you keep it appropriate, I'll go over it. And if you guys haven't joined the Discord server, link is down in the description down below. And if you guys haven't joined the circle, feel free to join the circle that I'm in. It is called Shushu. Once you give that a search, hit request join. Let me know that you sent the request either on the comment section or in the Discord server in the channel request channel. And let me know that you sent the request with your in-game name, just so I can make sure that I add you into the circle instead of someone else. But with that being said, guys, oh, and also let me know how your guys' weekends were. I didn't go over mine because I was just going over the comments, but nothing really big over the weekend for me. Just busy. But with that being said, guys, thank you once again as always. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.
君はどうせ君だよ。